Good evening. Uh, we are going to be concentrating on the paper which was written June 2025, grade 12, from the Eastern Cape Department of Education. Question on optimization, question 9. Uh, the question reads, an open box with a square base is to be made out of a given quantity of precast cardboard sheet. The total surface area of the outside of the box is 300 square centimeters. An open box with a square base. We are saying an open box. If we are saying that is number one, which you are supposed to take note of. They said an open box, meaning to say the top of the box won't be having anything. So it means the box will be having how many faces will be one, two, three, four, and the base. The top won't be having. So with a square base is to be made out of a given quantity of precast cardboard sheet. The total surface area of the outside of the box is this one. So what we are given is the total surface area of the board. And we are given that the total surface area is equal to 300 square centimeters. Then from what you are given this to be x, but since you are told that the base is a square, since it's given that the base is a square, it would therefore follow that this will also be equal to x. So, to get the total surface area, it means we are going to get the area of the base, which is x squared, which is the x multiplied by the x. We know to get the area of a square, let's check, to get the area of a square, which is our base, is going to be side squared. But to get total surface area, it means we have to add these sides, which is x, 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 which is going to give us 4 times x. Then you multiply each by the height. In other words, we are saying the height h, or we are saying this is a rectangle. How do you get the area of a rectangle? The area of a rectangle, we know it's length times width. So length times width. But if we check, this length is x, the width which is becomes there is our h, and we have 4 sides which are having x multiplied by h, which is this side here. We have this other side here. We have this other side here. We have this last side here. So we have 4 sides which are length by width, and the length being x and the width being that height. So we are going to multiply that length by width by 4. This is going to be multiplied by 4 because we are having 4 of those. So if we are to check, this is what we are going to use to get the total surface area. So it therefore means the total surface area you are given as 300. Our side for our base here, which is the square, it's x. So we end up having x squared plus 4, our length x, our width, which is that h. This must be equal to 300 because this is the total surface area. Then the question says, determine the value of x for which the volume of the box will be a maximum. Now, we are now talking of volume. We are now talking of volume. So to get the volume, we are going to leave this. So the question is asking about the volume. So the volume is gonna be equal to volume will be equal to base area, which is a square, x squared. Let's write it as a formula. Is base area, and the base area we are told is a square. It's a square base there times the height. So the volume is going to be given by x squared multiplied by h, which is the height there. But the question wants those things in terms of x. So it means when we are here, we can determine that. We can make h the subject of the formula so that we substitute here so that the expression for volume will all be in terms of x. So from what is here, if we check from what we obtained here, we can make the h the subject of the formula so that once we get this h, we will come and substitute it here so that our expression for volume will only be in terms of x. So therefore means that here we can be left with 4x h equal to 300 minus x squared. Then we divide both sides by 4x, divide throughout by 4x. So we would realize that our h here, this and this are going to divide. So our h will be equal to 300 divided by 4. Go to your calculator, it's going to give 75. Then over x minus x over 4. This x here, because x squared is the same as x times x divided by 4x. So this x and this s will divide, will be left with x over 4. So from this expression for h that we have here, we'll come and substitute it in the expression for volume that we calculated. So it therefore means that our volume will be equal to x squared, then substitute the h, which is 75 divided by x minus x over 4. Then you bring x there. So it means our volume gonna be 75 x minus x cubed over 4. To get that, it simply means this x multiplied by this one. That's how we get 75x. Then the same x squared is going to multiply this one so that we get x cubed over 4. Now let's go to the question. It's saying determine the value of x. Determine the value of x for which the volume of the box will be a maximum. For which the volume of the box will be a maximum. So you have to take note that the moment they are talking of maximum, you have to bring derivatives. So since they said maximum, it therefore means that we are going to get v prime. So here we are now going to determine v prime. So it therefore means that v prime is equal to, we differentiate this. If we check, everything is already in a differentiable form. So here we are going to have 75 minus, bring down the power, 3x squared over 4, but they said maximum, and we have to know that V prime equal to 0 at maximum. Therefore, we are going to equate this to 0. So we are going to have 75 over 75 minus 3x squared 75 minus 3x squared over 4 must be equal to 0. Solve the equation. So it therefore means that when you transpose that, it's gonna be 75 equal to 3 over 4 x squared. That is, after you transpose this one to this side, it changes the sign to be positive. Then from there, we divide, because we want to make x subject. We are going to divide both sides by 3 over 4. Come here, divide by 3 over 4. So to do that, we go to our calculator. So we are going to have 75. We are going to have 75 divided by, on the denominator, we are going to have 3 over 4. That's giving us 100. So it means our x squared will be equal to 100. And take note, our x is a dimension, so it cannot be negative. So we just find the square root here, square root here. So it means x is equal to 10 centimeters. So the question was saying, let's go. Determine the value of x for which the volume of the box will be a maximum. So we already have the value of x for which we are getting the maximum volume. Then it's saying, and hence the maximum volume of the box. So to get the maximum volume of the box, we are now going to pick our formula, because we derived a formula, our formula for the volume. So we said our volume, if we check here, that is where we come up with our formula for volume. So we are now taking that formula, which was simplified. Our volume, we said our volume is given by 75x minus x cubed over 4. But we said our x is equal to 10 centimeters. So it means that volume, which is the maximum volume, will be equal to 75. We substitute the maximum value of our 10 minus, it's going to be 10 cubed over 4. So this is going to give us, we go to our calculator. So we are going to get 75 multiplied by 10 minus fraction. We are going to have 10 cubed divided by 4, which is going to give us 500. So it means our volume, our maximum volume is gonna be equal to 500 as our maximum volume. This is gonna be equal to 500 cubic centimeters as our maximum volume. Thank you very much.